Jayesh. Okay, here we go. A very, very shameful day. This is a bilingual show. প্রথমে আপনাদেরকে জানিয়ে দিই, this is English and Bangla, so we will drift into both languages. Rahul was there. Shubhan, me and Shomik. Shomik is in Mumbai. He was supposed to cover it in Mumbai, but he will not. Devashish was there. He's joining us. Shubhan wasn't there. I wasn't there, but I was following every development. So was Shubhan. Devashish and Rahul were both there. ওরা দুজনে ছিল। আপনারা জানেন গত 3 মাসে আমি শতদ্রুর 3টে ইন্টারভিউ করেছিলাম এবং প্রত্যেকটা ইন্টারভিউতেই জিজ্ঞেস করেছিলাম যে ফ্যান ম্যানেজমেন্টটা কি হবে, ক্রাউড ম্যানেজমেন্টটা কি হবে সেটা বলো আমাদেরকে। অ্যান্ড এমন নয় যে দিস কোয়েশ্চেন্স ওয়ার নট আস্কড। There are protocols for events like this. 10 people enter the ground, 15 people enter the ground. Today we saw 300 people inside the ground blocking everybody. Not one audience member was able to see Lionel Messi. It was a complete takeover. The organizers had no idea or clue as to how to ensure fan protection, fan engagement or anything. You will see the visuals here. Look at this. This is a complete free-for-all, wild, shameful, utterly disgraceful nonsense that is happening in front of you. I know that people from the International Olympic Committee have expressed concern that 2036, this is the country that is supposed to bid. What is going on? Let me take first reports from Rahul, Devashish, both of them, and then go to Shubhayan and Shomik. Devashish, Rahul, তোমরা দুজনে স্টেডিয়ামে ছিলে। Rahul, you go first and then Devashish. What transpired? When did you realize that things were starting to go wrong? Rahul Giri.
I think it's a common sense, I think the main attraction of this event is Lionel Messi. I think today the VIBK Stadium was full, house full, more than 50,000 spectators were there. Some of them bought tickets for around 4,000, some bought tickets for 10,000, some even more than 20,000. I think all were there to witness history. I think it's a dream come true moment for them because very few of them, could make it to the World Cup nation and, watch Messi. So that's why they all went to VIBK today to, fulfill their dream. So I think the main attraction is obviously Lionel Messi, and he should have been, let alone in the middle of the pitch. He should have taken the center stage and let all the viewers, fulfill their dream. I think, as you just mentioned, there are more than 100 people who kept surrounding, Lionel Messi throughout the whole event. Messi was there for around how many? For around 20 to 22 minutes. And during this whole span, there were dignitaries, there were politicians, and not only them, their security team was also there, surrounding Lionel Messi. And that's what, made difficult for all the spectators to, watch Lionel Messi. And unfortunately, they left with nothing but to watch Lionel Messi on the giant screen. That they could have easily done, sitting back at home and watch on the streaming platform or the news channel, but they went to the VIBK Stadium, to witness history, to witness Lionel Messi. But I think because of all those people, around 100 or 150 people who kept surrounding Lionel Messi, they made it really difficult for all the viewers. And that's when it started, getting wrong. The things started getting wrong. I think it was
ভিজুয়াল গুলো দেখছি আমরা, এগুলো তো চিন্তার, মানে স্টেডিয়ামটাকে ডিস্ট্রয় করে দেওয়া হয়েছে, লোকে সিট ভেঙে দিয়েছে, চেয়ার ভেঙে দিয়েছে। People have gone completely wild. The anger is 100% justified. Fans have been taken for a ride. Fan protection was not there. Fans engagement was not there. What is going on? And yes, but some questions are here that Shotodru as the primary promoter is the scapegoat. Why should, obviously Shotodru and his organization team have totally failed, but not only them. It also has to lie at the door of others. There are politicians, there are people who kind of went inside. So one has to say this is a collective failure on the part of everybody associated with this event, Devashish, and India is shamed. Bengal is shamed in front of the world. Devashish Sen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would just like to put the blame on the organizers, categorically to the organizers here. So I'm not naming anyone, any individual, but it has to be the organizers because they are the ones who has brought Messi to India. It is not the AIFA, it is not the IFA, both the associations, both the organizers, the All India Football Federation India statement has categorically told that they have got no clue whatsoever as to what is happening with Lionel Messi's tour to India. Neither the All Indian Football Association, the state body, they have also put their hands up and said that we have got nothing to say. And how come an individual can organize such a mega event like this? And that is where the question lies. And obviously there were politicians, there were ministers who were accompanied by a few many. I won't say one or two. There were several of them who were close to the ministers and the politicians. So I wonder why were they late? Is it because they were the politicians? So I think that these questions needs to be asked. And one more thing that the organizers have failed miserably is the planning. The flowchart, if you look at, it started from 11. It started from 10, and by the time Lionel Messi was there, it was 11:20. 1 hour 20 minutes. You make the spectators stand and just top football match of a Mohan Messi All Stars and the Diamond Harbour Messi All Star. Is it the way? Is it what the people have paid their money to watch a bullshit match? A match involving Mohan Messi Superstars and Diamond Harbour Messi All Stars. So I think that is where the organizers have failed. It would have been ideally, it would have been when you have some stars like Shah Rukh Khan, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Even Mamata, Chief Minister, could not even turn up at the Salt Lake Stadium. She has to turn back from Chingrighatta and head towards Navanno. So that is absolutely shocking. And then you have Shah Rukh Khan waiting at ITC just to come to the stadium. He was made to wait. So clearly, that event shouldn't have. Ideally, what it should have happened is to get all the stars at one time, finish it off in 30 minutes. That's it. That is what the fans had come and fans had paid their money for. And Rahul has clearly mentioned that fans had to pay the absurd amount. Some had to pay 20,000 to get a seat, and they could hardly see a glimpse of Lionel Messi.
You know, I am privy to certain inside details here, and I will share one with Shubhan and then Shobik. I'll go to Rohan also. Rohan, by the way, was also there. You know, one very close friend who is also was one of the key sponsors of the Calcutta event, Shubhan. He tried calling the organizers close to 50 times yesterday to understand the SOP. There was nobody took the call. Finally, this gentleman went to the Hyatt Hotel at 10 p.m. at night and was waiting there for 1 hour. Finally, around 11, he found the organizers and he said, "What is going on? We still don't know about our clients. We still don't know what we are supposed to do." And he said, he called me at 11:10. He called me at 11:10. He said, "Boss, this is completely out of control because the organizers are all zoned out. They don't know what's happening. There is no planning. There is no control. There is nothing." And I instantly realized that this is actually going in a very bad direction. I even told him that I am very glad that Messi wasn't taken to Lake Town for that trophy unveil, because then there would have been a stampede. There, at least we can say people did not die today. Had he gone to Lake Town, there would have been a stampede and it could have been worse than Chinnaswamy. So this is the story last night. I know many more details, which I don't want to reveal here. But Shubhan, this was what, to borrow from Debashish, the planning was shambolic. The execution was even worse. And there the organizers will have to take the blame. Hand it to an event management company like Wizcraft. Hand it to an event management firm who know how to handle events. You and your brother and sister and uncle and aunt cannot hold a Lionel Messi event like this. That is a mom and pop shop. You are dealing with close to 100 crore rupees in terms of the GOAT tour of India. So Shubhan, your thoughts, because frankly, Bengal has been shamed. Kolkata has been shamed. India has been shamed. We are made to look like absolute idiots in front of the world. They are laughing at us. Shubhan Chakraborty.
Absolutely, Boria, and it's an international embarrassment now. Right from international journalists to many media portals, everyone is putting Kolkata and its people, the fans, under shame without I think knowing that they could not even see Messi, a glimpse of Messi, let alone for 15, 20, 25, 45 minutes, whatever was promised. Let alone that they could not see the a glimpse of Lionel Messi. And I was watching it on TV, and the moment Messi was off the screen of the stadium within 12, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was, I texted in the group, what is happening? Is he done? Because he was supposed to play a charity, not a charity match, but a football master class with some of the children. But then nothing could happen today. Ideally, there should have been, and it's not like, even if some people are comparing to what happened in Bengaluru after RCB won the IPL, that time the question was, you did not give the authorities time to organize a parade, victory parade, trophy parade, whatever it was. But this time around, Kolkata, or the organizers of this goat tour, they had every bit of time to organize things. They could have put a mega stage in the center of the Salt Lake Stadium in the pitch, where the stage should have been Messi's alone, and not for other politicians who were holding Messi. Boryada, you have hosted so many events. You have hosted Pele. You have hosted Maradona in Kolkata. You have seen many international events. You have hosted them. You have been part of it. Tell me one thing. When was the last time you saw a stature of such player and you have hugged him, taking him by his waist? That is not an ethic. That is not an ethical thing to do. And these are some things people are now asking, whether that concerned person is best friend of Lionel Messi, and such questions will be arise. Now, Shatadru Datta, who was the chief organizer, he has been arrested. He has been asked for certain guarantees to be released. But I don't know. I don't know what will happen in Hyderabad, what will happen in Mumbai, what will happen in Delhi. Because if you put, as you said, if you put things to the last minute, for such we host a 3-day 4-day rep sports conclave. There are many star players who come, but how organized we are. We plan things in advance. You plan things 1 year in advance on how things will go. You take care of every professional who will be part of that event, be it security, be it logistics. Rohan's father Rajada, he takes care of everything, how things will go, because it is planned, it is well planned. That is why we don't suffer any headache, apart from a technical mishap here or there, which happens in every platform. But to see a stadium where Messi was trying to, in fact, Messi was trying to go towards the stand and interact with fans, wave them something, do something. But it was the politicians or his guards who were pulling him back and not allowing him to do so. That is not for what people have spent 10, 20, 30,000, 50,000 rupees just to see that. It was an absolute shame. It should have been properly organized. And right now, yes, we are putting all the blame to Shatadru Datta, but everyone who was standing here, who was wasting time in clicking photos, making their children click photos, getting easy access to Messi, Suarez, and Rodrigo De Paul, I think they all should be asked question by the authorities. Why did you take extra 5 minutes when you did not have even 30 seconds to regulate a photo? They were taking 5, 10, 15 minutes. Tollywood actresses doing photo rounds. They have nothing to do with football. They will just hang that poster on their drawing room and say, "Oh, see, we met Messi." They are not bothered about the common fans. They are not bothered about people who have saved money for 6 months, 1 year, just to take one ticket for this stadium experience. Koryada.
Omid, question for you. I have to say this. When I do events, and this was even 20 days back, I don't want to name the event. Devashish was with me that day. Rohan was. The moment the prize distribution ceremony started, and Devashish and Rohan will understand what event I'm talking about, and a barrage of people entered the stadium. And I instantly stopped. And a couple of people asked me, why are you stopping? And I said, these people have to go out. If this is an international event, all of them will have to go out. Only the 10 people or 15 people who are on stage will be there. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. Boss, get lost. There has to be a protocol and there has to be an SOP. If you think of Maradona, and I hosted all of the Maradona events, I followed the same SOP. Pele, I followed the same SOP. The fact is, hundreds of people were allowed to enter the pitch, Shomik. There could have been a chaos there. People jumping in, breaking the stadium down could have been a catastrophic tragedy of humongous proportions, like a Hillsborough. Please understand, we have escaped that today. people jumping in, people could have died. Shomik Chakraborty, you watch a lot of football. This is, I don't know how to describe this except to say, I hang my head in shame. And I will also put this on record. I was asked to host the Delhi event. I politely refused, saying, I do not want to be part of this event, but I wish you all the best because I know a lot of effort has gone. But for God's sake, make sure that crowd management and fan engagement is looked into. For heaven's sake, make sure that the crowd is taken care of and the fan is taken care of. At every moment, I've said it. I withdrew from Delhi. I did not go to the stadium today because I had an idea this has all gone wrong. And you guys know it. I've shared all my feedback in the group. Shomik, this has been a really sour dream for every Messi fan who went there today. Before I go to Rohan.
Of course, I think moral of the story is that going ahead, we shouldn't, the respective government shouldn't give permissions to random organizers, any Tom, Dick, and Harry, to organize such tours. For example, if Lionel Messi is coming, if it is being done by a competent authority, like for example, if Lionel Messi is coming to India and that it is part and Inter Miami is organizing the tour, that is fine. Or the government or the state government is organizing the tour, that is absolutely fine. But any going ahead, I think it should be an eye opener. I also, it's the entire blame lies at the feet of the organizers. Even in Bombay, as you know, as we have been having interactions, that even just less than 24 hours before the event, it is totally messy. We don't know what the status of accreditation, and in any case, we are not going to cover the event. So, but it is so haphazard and it is so chaotic. So there should be a lesson from this, that only if, in case of private organizers, only it is coming from a competent authority, the local administration, the government should allow it. Otherwise, they shouldn't. What has happened? I mean, we have seen, and now it's a small world, thanks to social media and thanks to internet, rather not social media, thanks to internet. And even the venerable European journalist Fabrizio Romano and other venerable European journalists are tweeting about it, writing about it, and I mean it is a massive shame. And also organizers, I understand organizers, the blame lies at their feet, but certain politicians, I don't want to name anyone, but certain politicians also didn't cover themselves or himself in glory during the event.
But
Boriala,
I mean,
just
yes,
you know,
go ahead.
I got a comment on my social media platform, and he has very rightly said it, that টাকা সবাই দেবে কিন্তু ছবি শুধু নেতা আর অভিনেতারা তুলবে. This is the reality of today's event.
But that is what the point is, Rohan. We knew this. And if you remember when you had come to the studio yesterday, when you and I were chatting, I told you exactly this is going to happen. Remember, I told you that this is what is going to happen and my fear is this. So be very careful when you cover. See if this happens, then get out of there as quickly as possible. Don't get into trouble. And that's why I said what I said. But my point is, when you are doing an event, do you not know that there is always this chance of a political takeover? That's exactly why during an IPL, there is an event management company which does the event. I can't say I will do the event. I will go and distribute tickets myself. I will go and open counters myself. I will send media accreditations myself. I will go and invite people myself. That can't be done. So one has to understand what one can do and what one can't do. Ultimately, what you have done is you have finished your own career. After working 3 years, 3 years very hard to get this event done, today Shatadru Dotto stands arrested. It is a black mark. His career is done. So when you think of the larger ramifications of being unprofessional, he will perhaps have a price to pay with his career. The politicians will not pay a price. The politician will be fine tomorrow or day after. But the person in question, his career is ruined once and for all. Rohan Chaudhary.
I would like to apologize for the frame, because I'm actually outside of my school and I came to attend a function, but I had to join this live to share my experience, because this event was one of those events that I was waiting for a long time, because everyone that who knows me knows how much big of a Messi fan I am. But the thing that I witnessed today, I think that could have been avoided. People are already starting to compare the Maradona events from 2017 and how well it was organized. I just want to say one thing, that yes, that was well organized, but this thing, no offense to anyone, but when Maradona came to India in 2017, he won the World Cup back in 1986. Messi just won a World Cup in 2022 and will be playing another World Cup in 6 months' time. So the craze is much, much, much more for Messi than that was with the Maradona event back then. And I think that much more could have been taken into consideration, given that this era is a social media era, and a lot of people are traveling from different parts of the world. Different parts of the world, I say, because I met with two fans. One came from Nepal. He boarded the flight today morning. Came to the event. He is supposed to go back today with the evening flight. Another person who came all the way from England, uh, not for this purpose, but he rescheduled his flight. He was coming back to Kolkata, but he rescheduled for this event, and he's utterly disgusted by what happened, because these people have paid so much price. I met with one person who paid 80,000 rupees for the event, and he didn't get a single glimpse of the main personality there. So I think a lot more could have been taken into account while planning the event. Because if you see the concerned person Shatodru's post from October and November, you will see a lot of things that have been changing. A post from 10th October says there will be a All Stars Derby, and Messi will be presenting the award after a 90 minutes 11-side game. And today it was a 15 a side game, which even finished the moment Messi stepped in. So it was totally mismanaged, and nobody had any clue what was happening. So I think uh, the only thing that could have been done is give the entire thing to an organization who is doing these things for long, and not just take everything into your own hands. That's what I'll, and every time I'll go past Lake Town now and see that Messi trophy, this bitter memory will hit me. That's what I had to say.
Yeah, that is the other one, that we've actually unveiled a statue, and Kolkata stands testimony to a disgraceful visit, which will forever
Whose
linger
idea
on
was
in the memory of people.
launch that statue, Boryada? There's a five foot or maybe 2 foot bust of Swami Vivekananda right beside Lionel Messi's 70 feet statue. It's a disgrace, that statue. The placement of that statue.
I don't know, Shubhan. I mean, I honestly, my I did not even I've not gone there, so I don't know. I've not seen where it is placed. But my only thing was, when I was first told about this statue, and I asked Shotodru this question in multiple interviews, that you're telling me that you're going to take Lionel Messi to Lake Town. I'm going to take him to that narrow bylane. How on earth will you control the crowd? What is your security plan? What is your crowd management plan? You tell me. How? And I've asked repeatedly, and you guys know that that question has been asked. And every time I've been asked, I've been told, I've got plans. So, and I understand. I understand he did not want to reveal, because maybe he thought, we want to take his event over or whatever. I don't know. But the fact is, this whole thing of letting people roughshod today, what happened there. Imagine, Rahul, now the Hyderabad event is this evening. The man himself has been arrested. We don't know what's happening. There are events in Mumbai tomorrow, Delhi day after. I've seen multiple posts saying Shubman Gill will meet, Virat Kohli will meet, Prime Minister will meet, ex-minister will meet. I've asked actually Devashish yesterday. He and I were laughing, saying, when he posts something, so today if I post Tendulkar is coming to my conclave, that has to be backed by something, right? That has to be backed by a confirmation. I don't know what's going on. So let's put this on record. Rahul, do you have any information as to what's happening in Hyderabad? Do you think the other events will go forward? You were there. What were the people saying? And give me a sense of the fan anger, because the ordinary fan, does he feel cheated, scammed? taken for a ride, whatever the whole experience? Rahul Giri, before I ask Debashish the same question.
Absolutely, they are. I think I'm not sure what will happen in Hyderabad, Mumbai, or Delhi, but I think they will take lesson from what happened in Kolkata, and I hope that they won't repeat the same thing what happened in Kolkata. And I totally agree with Shubhan that they should have made a center stage for Lionel Messi and let the host be there, and then Lionel Messi take the center stage, and other celebs who are there, SRK, Saurav Ganguly, or our CM, whoever are there, let them take the center stage. And for the other VIPs, other dignitaries, they should have made VIP seating arrangement near the pitch. They shouldn't have been given access inside the pitch. And not only the dignitaries, even the cameraman, the videographer, and TV crew have also been given access inside the pitch. And I'm totally disappointed with that, because there were, I think, multiple videographer were there. I think around 10 to 15 videographers who kept surrounding Messi throughout the whole 20-22 minutes, and that made difficult for the spectators to get a clear view of their legend Lionel Messi. So I hope they won't repeat the same thing in Hyderabad, Mumbai, or Delhi. And I would like to share one experience of one fan who came from Hooghly to watch Lionel Messi, and he saved his pocket money for months to buy ticket for this event. But unfortunately today he left the VIPK stadium in such disappointment. And I hope that these kind of things don't repeat in Mumbai, Delhi, and Hyderabad.
When you just send me something from Hyderabad, I know that is the SOP and the show flow, but and the best part is, if you read that show flow, Shubhan, I think there was a match supposed to be there.
Yes, there is a match. There is a match, but
I'm
there
sure
are.
From what I know, now, who am I? I'm not involved, so I shouldn't say this, but I never think there was a match. Messi was never supposed to play. There could have been a match, much like Diamond Harbour versus Mohun Bagan. I was at the Telangana Rising Summit day before yesterday, and I said to a few people that from what I know, Messi is not going to play.
Exactly.
And I was told, what are you saying?
There also he will do one football clinic with the young players.
Messi is not going to put his World Cup in jeopardy for sure.
No, same with Bombay also. I went to MCA yesterday and I was having a chat with the officials, and I asked them about the plans, what will happen. And I said there is a celebrity football match at Wankhede, and where Messi is not playing, other celebrities will be playing as a fun game. And after that, Messi's involvement will be having a clinic with 60 kids, 30 boys and 30 girls would be coming from schools. He will have a clinic, a football clinic with them, a short football clinic, a token football clinic with them. That is the thing. And it is nothing, absolutely not related to MCA or Mumbai Cricket Association. I asked them what is their involvement, and they said, we have just rented out the place. We have just rented out the venue. That's it. We have just given them the place.
Listen, Shomik, all that should have been done is one stage in the middle of the ground. Messi, Rodrigo De Paul, and Luis Suarez there. Finished. That's it. Messi, Luis Suarez, and Rodrigo De Paul. That's what people have come to watch. Even if they wave, they say, hello, Kolkata, whatever, gracias, Kolkata, something like that, job over. You don't need anything else. Fair enough. You want to keep a couple of ministers? Those two. Couple of sports people, whoever your sports people are, let them go around the stadium, kick a few balls. People would not say a word. What is this nonsense going on? All you needed was one stage in the middle of the ground, Shomik, Shubhayan, Rohit, Rahul, Debashish, where Messi, De Paul, and Luis Suarez are given center stage. By the way, I was told there was a penalty shootout in Bombay. Again, that was not part of
even in Hyderabad, they are supposed to have a penalty shootout at 8:33. 8:33 penalty shootout with Messi. Mr. Anuttam Reddy, organizer, is the goalkeeper. So the organizer is the goalkeeper, so that he can come to the same frame while Messi is taking the penalty. I mean, this is a live show where I can't use certain words, but Koreana, this is testing my patience.
Come on, boss. I mean, and I'm told Rahul Gandhi was supposed to go to Hyderabad. It's part of the SOP.
He has already reached. He has already reached. So football legend Rahul Gandhi is also in the same stadium
Apparently,
with Messi.
it's part of the SOP. I don't know if Rahul Gandhi will eventually turn up after what has happened in Calcutta. We have to wait and see.
No, but he had a meeting in New Delhi today. So after that, he took a private jet, and he arrived in Hyderabad half an hour back.
Yeah,
so
but,
we have
that's
the
a different
visuals
matter.
also.
After what has transpired in Calcutta, Whether or not Rahul will be there is a big question mark, because frankly this event now has a lot of stigma associated with it. Shomik, if Rahul Gandhi attends this event in Hyderabad after what has happened in Calcutta, for optics sake, it will be a very, very bad photo op for the Congress party. Shomik Chakraborty.
I don't think any of that kind is happening. I mean, no high profile meeting is happening, at least in public. No, irrespective of whether Congress or BJP or Rahul Gandhi or any other leader, I don't think what has happened in Calcutta today. As you said, you have completely nailed it. It would be very bad optics, and that would be flashed, and that would be pounced upon by the opposition readily. If Rahul Gandhi does this, then the opposition will readily pounce on it. If someone, a BJP giant, does this, then someone from the opposition will pounce on it. I mean, I don't think they are in the mood of conceding own goals.
That is the point, Devashish
Yeah.
Sen. If Rahul Gandhi stands, there, imagine this, that you are actually handing the BJP a weapon to jump after you, saying, boss, people have been injured, vandalized, stadium gone, and here is Rahul Gandhi posing. I don't think the Congress party or any party for that matter can afford to take such a risk. Be it the BJP, be it the Congress party, or anyone, Devashish said.
Yeah, absolutely. But whether the political leaders different themselves from having a picture with Lionel Messi, will they let go this opportunity? This is a golden opportunity to get them click with the superstar. And talking about political parties, there were a couple of saffron flags after the chaos broke out today at this Juba Bharati Kirangan. Saffron flag. How can you allow a political flag to be in the stands? And that flag was with that particular spectators until he unfolded and came onto the pitch with that flag after the chaos broke out. So clearly, the political parties are trying to cash in with the chaos, and this will go on. Means obviously, thanks that police did not do a lathi charge today, and kudos. The credit should
There
be
was a
given
lathi
very
charge
to
outside the stadium, no?
outside the stadium, but nothing inside the stadium, Shubhayan. Not a single incidence of a lathi charge inside the stadium. There were people who were breaking the railings and coming inside the stadium. It was the ref who was just pushing them back.
At least
But
police
that would
showed
also have
restraint, Devashish. So police showed a lot of restraint then.
Absolutely, Muryada, absolutely. And then things, if there was an instance of a lathi charge inside the stadium with the entrance to the stands very thin, then there could have been a stampede situation. But kudos to the Kolkata police and West Bengal police. They did not do a lathi charge, despite seeing in front of them people throwing chairs, people breaking the tunnel from where the players go out to the pitch. And wonder how come so many water bottles were inside the stands. How come so many? It was actually the water bottle that was thrown inside the pitch once Messi left. That started all the chaos, and that is where.
So that's the point, no, Rahul. That is the point, that if you go to a cricket match, you are not allowed to take a water bottle. Why do you not put security in place that you will be checked, you will not be allowed with a power bank, not be allowed with a water bottle? Because there have been instances of crowd unrest in the past and violence in the past. Mohun Bagan East Bengal matches, I can tell you 100 instances. Mohun Bagan Mohammedan East Bengal Mohammedan matches, we know that it happens in Calcutta. Even in cricket matches, it has happened in Calcutta before. Why would you allow people to take bottles? Because it's the easiest thing in the world to throw on the pitch and you're gone. Because it can hit people, and then you start breaking chairs, you start throwing chairs, you start throwing stones, and everything goes haywire. So Rahul Giri, why the hell would organizers, and because this lies on the door of the organizer, the security agency, the organizer, the protocol, the SOP don't allow. Yesterday, Devashish said, messaged in our group, till about 8 p.m. the photographers did not know who will be in the ground area or not. Nobody knows. Media cards, nobody knows. So what on earth was going on? This Messi tour has been planned for 1 year. 2nd October, Messi tweeted, you've had 3 months. You have planned it, by the way, according to the district. Rahul, if you have that district PDF, if you put it on screen, the thing says 10:30 a.m. Messi will reach the stadium. 10:30 a.m. Messi reaches the stadium at 11:30, off at 12. You have announced a 2.5 hour event.
Not
You've done
even
a
12. Not
22
even
minute
12.
event. What?
Not even 12. He left way before 12.
Yeah, I think I stayed
You
around
have
20 to
announced,
22
let
minutes.
me exactly say this. I was checking the district PDF, which, by the way, a fan. I was at ITC with for a meeting with Shormishta. All of a sudden, this fan says fraud, fraud,
Arey,
fraud. And I looked at him and he said, this guy is a scam. And he says, Ami apnar shob onusthan dekhi. And he sent it to me. And he said, my nephew had bought tickets 20,000 rupees each or some 15,000 each.
Yeah.
And this is what we were subjected to. This is the fan who gave me this, which I think I put in the our work group also. Just check what time the district PDF says. I've got it here. 1 second.
Yeah, showing.
Yeah. So see, it says event starts at 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. event starts. Event ends at 1:30 p.m. 3 hours.
so you mean to
Actually,
say
it was 20 minutes.
Messi will be there for who planned? Who planned this?
Boss, listen to me
That is
now.
the biggest question. Who planned
I
this
was
flowchart?
told that there is a
Means
clinic.
Messi is going to be
There is
there.
a
No, a
match.
football match finishes in 90 minutes.
No,
And
no,
you
listen
mean
to me,
to say
Devashish. 1 second, 1 second.
a
Dada,
legend
Dada.
in the stature of Lionel Messi will be at the stadium for 2.5 hours. And the football loving people of Calcutta or any elsewhere in the world, whoever has traveled to Salt Lake Stadium, means they just to have a glimpse of Lionel Messi, they will wait to watch a football match involving a Mohun Bagan Messi All Stars, a Diamond Harbour Messi All Stars. We know whose team is that. Diamond Harbour FC team belongs to which politician we all know. So clearly this is a complete mess. And you have a Robindra Sangit, you have a tango, you have a on the local artist singing, all sorts of things. And remember yesterday night when I was communicating to the group, the Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate had no clue. There was not a liaison between the Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, neither the organizers, neither the in fact, the state sports minister was also there when he was informed that there was no provision for the photographers to take the field. Only a selective 25 photographers was there allowed inside the pitch. So they were not given accurate. It was only after the intervention of the sports minister that eventually that Bidhannagar Police Commissioner gathered all the photographers and distributed with an extra additional pass of Bidhannagar Police Commissioner with a stamping. So where was the communication? Where was the liaison for to organize such a big event, an event of this stature? So
I saw the photograph of multiple Tollywood film actors, women. Who are they? What is their locus standi? What is the locus standi of that film artist who was standing with her stylist and her entire entourage? Who the hell is she? What is her locus standi? Is she hosting that event? Is she part of the event organizing team? Is she part of the one hosting out there that, okay, she's the MC? Is she playing in one of it? Is she performing? Who is she? I am also told 10 minutes to 12 minutes were taken by her and her entourage for photographs. What are you doing? How can you do that? Her entire team have posted on social media, I touched the goat, and this the goat, I so and so the goat. What are you doing? And this is where I think the organizers needed to put their foot down. I've just been sent these photos, and the problem is when you, and I tried to advise Shatodru on this. I'll tell you this. In August, I had a chat. In September, I had a chat. In October, I had a chat. After that, he did not get in touch with me. After that, he did not get in touch with me. I also did not get in touch with him. I spent about 60,000 rupees buying tickets and I gave it to all my colleagues, Devashish, Rohan, Rahul. They know I've given everybody tickets, so they went. Now, this is where protocols need to come in. You cannot let anybody enter. You might be a Tollywood actor of the whatever, highest whatever, but this is not your forum, madam. This is not your forum. It was supposed to be the forum of the football players who were playing the match, the kids who were part of the clinic, the VIPs like a Ganguly or a Leander Pace who were supposed to be there. This is not your forum. If you think your forum is to take a photograph, go to the meet and greet at the Hyatt Hotel. That is your forum. Go take as many photos with your stylist and whoever you want. Nobody's stopping you, madam. But you cannot come and jeopardize the experience of the ordinary fan and monopolize the Lionel Messi. That becomes the problem. Unfortunately, in our part of the world, everything is bloody jugaad. Everything. I will end up with all my entourage and go in and do whatever I want because I am a kingpin and I've got clout. Are? Now what? The whole state has been shamed in front of the world. The chief minister is forced to put out a statement committee, constituting an inquiry committee, a judicial probe, this and that. Bengal is the laughing stock in front of the world. Who takes responsibility for that? You, me, Shatadru Datta, politicians? Who? Come on.
The fact of the matter is that,
Imagine
sorry.
Lionel Messi. The guy must be feeling, where on earth have I come? Where on earth have I come? For God's sake, why did I do this? And I mean, I don't know. I was being.
I was feeling for actually Lionel.
What?
I was feeling for Luis Suarez. Best was Rodrigo de Paul. He was in his banyan. He was enjoying whatever was happening around him. Nobody had a clue that Rodrigo de Paul is also a World Cup winner. Nobody knew who Rodrigo de Paul is.
Despite multiple announcements, in fact,
Shubhan
Shatadru was trying his level best. Shatadru was trying his level best, announcing with a microphone, please move away. Please
One second, Devashish, one second. Why should Shatadru announce?
Absolutely.
Shatadru is the promoter. Right? Today, the ICC event. Okay, Jai Shah will take the microphone and start announcing.
Never.
So then, why should Shatadru announce? Who the hell is Shatadru to announce? Why is he announcing? Will he open the car door for Messi and then go announce, then take him to the washroom, then give him a cloth to clean his face? Shatadru is the promoter of the event, not the announcer. There has to be an MC. There has to be an anchor who's hosting it. That anchor has to have certain qualities in him to be able to control the crowd and say, get out. You cannot do this to an event. Why would Shatadru announce? Why? And by the way, I know who was supposed to do the event. A top quality anchor.
I know.
In Delhi, I was the one who was asked. I said no. In Calcutta, a very, very good anchor was asked to do the event. Then for 2 months, he was not even informed. That guy withdrew from the event day before, and now he's in Bardhaman. I know he will listen to this and say, "Aman nam bolle kano." I don't want to say that. That guy was for 2 months not even informed. So he realized, "Arey bhai, hoche taki." He withdrew day before yesterday. Before yesterday, he finally withdrew from the event. That is when all hell broke loose. So who's doing? No one knows. After Wizcraft withdrew from Bombay, who's the event management agency? Tell me. There is an event at Taj. What is the plan? How many banquet halls? How many people there? I am also told in the meet and greet, it was supposed to be 4, it became 6. If I've paid 9,95,000 rupees for a photo, I want my solo photo. Simple. One person. Now, if I'm put 6 people, I'm the third person in the line. Why should I pay that money? I mean, come on. You have to be as professional, right? To be able to handle these things. I'm not getting it. And somebody's writing, and by the way, I've got nothing against politicians. Politicians are key for getting things done. But you've got to realize this is your state. You've got to realize there are private meet and greets. Go meet. Hyatt Regency Hotel was the venue for a private meet and greet, which started at 9 o'clock. Go. No one is disturbing you there. But here, 60,000 people, common man.
No, for that, they would have to pay 10 lakh rupees. No, for that, they would have to pay 10 lakh rupees. They won't.
Who will pay 10 lakh? Politician will not even pay 10 paisa. He can still walk in. Go there.
Exactly.
Shubhan, my yoga teacher, she spent some 15,000 rupees to go there. And I kept saying, don't do it, because I've got a bad notion. People didn't believe because the whole idea was Messi, like Rohan said, Lionel Messi, ekbar jibone dekhbo. Now people might come to me and say, "Are apni to World Cup e dekhe neben, apnar eto ki? Ami to ar jibone dekhte pabo na." So I understand that. I understand that. Rahul Giri, as a journalist of football, how badly let down do you feel? I'll take comments from each one of you and close the show.
No, absolutely. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, that why you should allow the videographer inside the pitch when you are broadcasting a football match in VIBK Stadium? Do you allow cameraman to go inside the pitch and give you 4K view? You are not, right? The cameramen are outside the pitch, some are behind the goalpost, some are in the from the third tier. They broadcast the match, so you should give access to the news channel like that way only. Why you should allow them? Because you were showing the images of how Lionel Messi was surrounded by multiple people, throughout the whole 20 to 22 minutes. And I think it's really disappointing for all the fans. And many people, are criticizing the fans, for doing such damages to the whole VIBK stadium. But I should acknowledge the fans because they showed respect to their GOAT, to Lionel Messi. Because till the very moment Messi was there, they didn't do a single thing. But the moment Messi left the VIBK stadium, they started booing and then they started throwing water bottles. And let me mention about the water bottle. The police didn't allow to enter inside the venue with any water bottle or power bank or bag, but there were vendors inside the stadium who were selling water bottle, plastic water bottle instead of pouch packet, which were like Eden Garden. So that's one mistake. And also I should acknowledge fans because they didn't do a single thing until Messi was there. But once he left, they started booing, then started throwing water bottles, and then they started breaking the bucket chair and throw on the pitch. So I think fans, that's why they got really disappointed because they went there to watch Lionel Messi because they don't know when again they will get such opportunity. So they are hugely disappointed.
কয়েকজন বলছেন জার্নালিস্টের দোষগুলো বলুন, জার্নালিস্টরা কি করবে ভাই?
না না,
জার্নালিস্টরা কি করবে? জার্নালিস্ট মিডিয়া
সব দোষ আমাদেরই এসে যায়, সব দোষ জার্নালিস্টদেরই চলে আসে।
জার্নালিস্ট কি করবে ভাই?
It is the organizers who has given them the permission to enter. The thing Rahul was mentioning, what was the videographers doing when the event was televised?
Videographer Messi samne.
In fact, it was not one single channel. It was streamed live on 2 channels, Sony and Doordarshan. And still the feed was shared to 26 national channels, including ABP Anando, Republic TV, 24 Ghanta, blah blah blah, Kolkata TV, and 26 channels. Just mark 26 channels. The feed was shared. Despite that, why were the reporters and the videographers? Do you mean to say that any matches that have been organized by BCCI, the video cameras are given accreditation on match days? No, not. The video cameras.
That is the point, no, Devashish. That is the point.
The match day pass.
So Devashish, today if I allow you to go to the Eden Gardens pitch, you will go. Anyone will go. Because the journalist will go, I am allowed. So why will the organizer not stop you and say, get out, boss, go to your media enclosure and sit and cover? Why are you coming inside the ground? This is not your domain to come. There has to be a card where it will be mentioned, okay, 4, 5, your domain is gallery, your domain is media center, your domain is wherever. Why should it be a free-for-all? Why should it be yesterday you told me you have covered at least 200 events. You did not get field of play photographer access. Why? You have had this experience in FIFA, in ICC, in 100 events of the world, you have had photographer access. Here you did not get, others got. I told you, leave it. I told you exactly these words, leave it. But the point is, what is the criteria? Proper journalists don't get it. Some random journalists do get it. People enter the field of play with video cameras and start filming. Film actors get inside. Politicians get inside. Everybody random takes their entourage and goes in. How do you define such an event? Shubhan Chakraborty, Shomik, and then we will close.
As I started, Boryada, it's an international embarrassment, and hopefully the Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Delhi leg will go fine. Hopefully Messi will be able to leave the country with better memories than what he saw today. I was seeing some videos on Instagram as well that hotel organizers had to come to the lobby and request the fans to just not make noises because Messi was very tired and they were hooting and they had their musical trumpets and everything inside the hotel last evening. But not blaming the fans at all. It is on the organizers. It is on the lack of planning and events like this, event like what happened in Bengaluru after RCB won the trophy. These are learnings for us, And these are learnings for not only major organizers, but for small organizers as well, who are doing small events, to at least properly plan everything. Proper planning is required. Don't rush into things. Don't make wild promises that you can't fulfill. And never take fans of any sport for granted. That is a big lesson that we should take forward. And hopefully, my biggest worry is about the Salt Lake Stadium. It's a beautiful stadium, and hopefully all the damages that have been done to that stadium, it should be compensated. The fans should get full refund of the catastrophic event that we saw today. Two things: stadium should be whatever damage it has taken, it should be refurbished by the organizers. They have minted crores of money from it. That they should refund the fans ticket price in full amount. They should ensure that all the damages that the Salt Lake Stadium has taken, it should be refurbished in time, well in time, and not delay the process at all. And for all the ministers and policemen and the celebrities who were there for free photographs and free memories, don't use your fans, the fans who have made you as well. Don't take them for granted. Let them enjoy a spectacle that was made for them, not for you guys.
Shomik, what I have been told is obviously the ticket prices will be refunded. I've also been told that the organizers have been asked to pay damages to make up for the stadium loss. These things I have been told. Obviously, we will need to know. We will inform our viewers exactly by when the monies will be refunded. Because look, District or Zomato, they are sellers. They are not going to refund the money unless the organizer pays them back. So when you and I have paid it on District, they are just ticket sellers. They have not made any mistake. They've sold tickets. So the organizer has to pay them back for them to then refund it to people who have bought, including myself. So that is now a process. How these monies will be refunded to everybody, but from what I know, monies will be refunded is what I've been told. Secondly, like Shubhayan said, Salt Lake Stadium damage has to be paid for. I think 1 crore of rupees or something like that has been asked to pay
and
for
and
that damage.
Boryada, I was listening to watching a few videos from the stadium fan bites and all. People were complaining that 20 rupees ka bottle was being sold at 200. A glass of
200
cold drink
rupees.
was being sold at 400 rupees. I think state government in particular, every state should mandate it during any event of any matter. If it is inside if it is inside a stadium or sporting premises, even if a Coldplay is playing inside a stadium, they should mandate something. If an event is taking place inside a sporting infrastructure, then the price should be locked. You can't sell a 20 rupees bottle of water for 200. You can't do that. That
I
is
agree.
outright scamming people.
I agree. But you know what? I'll end the show with Shomik. But Shomik, there's a comment here, and I think he's right. If we can criticize film actors and politicians and whoever, we have all covered, this group has all covered international events. And the journalists also have to stay within bounds. ICC event, you will not go to field of play. Football, you will not go to field of play. আমাদের এখানে journalists don't know. They are rogues. They will jump in there and disgrace our own profession. People will not listen. They jump in inside despite the fact that Devashish said 26 channels are getting the feed. সেখান থেকে নিয়ে নাও। আমরা তো নিজেরাই নিজেদেরকে দোষ করে দেব, নিজেরাই নিজেদের 12টা বাজিয়ে দেব। সো এটা তো ঘটনা যে আজকে জার্নালিস্টদেরকে যদি কেউ বলে যে তাহলে ওরম ভাবে ব্যবহার করছিলেন কেন, আমাদের কোনো দাঁড়াবার জায়গা নেই। কিন্তু we don't have feet to stand on to protect our own profession, because we are also equally to blame. Shomik Chakraborty, we are culpable. We have proved to be a disgrace. Shomik.
It starts at the top. I mean, a random organizer, a Tom Dick Harry, is handing over accreditations to his coterie of journalists at the expense of real journalists. Debashish not getting the accreditation was a case in point. A real journalist was denied, and maybe a coterie of journalists, the
Hey, Shomik,
YouTubers.
1 second. You were not given accreditation in Mumbai.
Exactly. I haven't yet received my accreditation. So we are not covering it. But even if we are covering it, I wouldn't have been allowed. So real journalists are not getting it. A random Tom, Dick, and Harry administrative organizer is giving accreditation to YouTubers, social media influencers, blah blah blah, at the expense of real journalists. Number one. Number two, I sincerely hope that this complete refund of tickets and everything, and covering the cost of the stadium repair is just not mere lip service. Because in our country, in this part of the world, there is a tendency that during when there is trouble, when there is ferment, we come up with such promises which are usually not kept. I sincerely hope it doesn't happen in this case. Number three, such meaningless tours should stop. Absolutely. Lionel Messi coming to play a FIFA friendly against Venezuela. I covered that game at Salt Lake Stadium. That I can understand because young footballers here, although India will not be qualifying for the FIFA World Cup in the next 100 years, but young footballers here, coaches here will get to learn something watching Messi play, and not only Messi, the entire Argentina team, Venezuela team, their coaches, everything. I mean those tours are relevant. Like a few days back, Premier League sent Michael Owen to educate the coaches and the young players in Bombay. Premier League does that. So there, those tours are meaningful. But this is sort of, and eventually what happened on the pitch, it been relegated to a nautanki. So from that point of view, I think such meaningless tours should stop.
But
And
Shomik,
What is
my
the best part would
counterpoint,
have
my
been?
counterpoint to that, এক minute, Devashish, is see, he's a private promoter. There are concerts like a Coldplay. People do it. Now the point is, if you can't implement SOPs, suppose someone else wants to do a tour, and he or she is a company wants to do a tour. What is wrong with that tour?
Exactly.
Everybody is entitled to earn a living as an events organizer. Do it. But if you are doing it, then do it properly. I had done a piece some days back saying Shatadru Datto is not responsible for Indian football. That he has to take care of Indian football. That is the job of the AIFF and the IFA.
But
Shatadru Datto is an event promoter. He will do an event. If you don't want to be part of it, don't be part of it. But the fact is, when you are doing an event, I need to check protocols. I need to check SOPs. I need to do a review. I need to understand from you, have you put plans in place? I need to understand from you, have you done things in order? Have you done all your checks? Have you done all of these things in a manner that there is no crisis like it happened today? I don't think that professionalism was followed, Shobik. That's where the problem is.
absolutely, and that is the point, and that is why at the start of the show I have said that check the credentials, check the credibility and credentials of the organizers. I have no problem if it were, I mean, this tour were organized by the state government itself. For example, state government bringing on Messi, and he is doing that because in that case there would have been protocols in place, and that those protocols would have been adhered to. Here, what happened? I think I shouldn't be Shatadru Datta or whoever the promoter shouldn't be blamed in isolation because he couldn't have organized the event alone. He had to go to several places to get the clearances. My question is, in those places, if his credentials were checked properly, if there
But
a lesson,
Shomik, when you say credentials were checked, the guy has got Pele to India, Maradona to India, Martinez to India, Cafu to India, Ronaldinho to India. He'll say, boss, here's my credential. Why are you stopping me? The point
no.
is, in our state, and I can tell you from experience with Pele and Maradona, execution is not his skill. Execution is never his skill. And I've seen that from very close quarters. That's where it becomes a problem. Because organizers, unfortunately, because of own insecurity, will not employ professional people. He should have agreed on the event like, okay, I've done the event, now hand it over to a top quality event management team, which will put everything in place, pay top dollar to them, and you are the promoter, go sit with your VIPs, end of story. Here, he became the one who goes to the airport. He is the one who will receive Messi. He is the one who will take him to the ground. He will take the microphone and start announcing. That can't happen. Unfortunately, that can't happen.
And bottom line is that Messi show turned Messi. Simple. Very
It is.
unfortunate.
I'll end with this. Had I kind of had the thing to revisit, there should have been no more than 20 people on that pitch. There should have been an SOP like in a football match or a cricket match, in a World Cup match or whatever. And we do millions of such matches. Concerts happen. Look at the Coldplay concert in Ahmedabad with 1.5 lakh people. Was there a crowd disturbance? No, there was no crowd disturbance. So it's not
I
as
think
if
that's the
India
only
has not
thing.
done big events. Yes, Rahul.
I think that's the only thing that was needed to be taken care of, because I think যখন দেখতে পাচ্ছ মানে exactly it was very difficult কারণ Messi was wearing a black t-shirt, even for us, even for Devashish Da as well. It was difficult to point out Lionel Messi in that crowd, and fans were chanting Messi, Messi. They were chanting that we want Messi, we want to watch Messi. They were chanting. So that's what fans wanted. But today the organizer didn't give the fans what they actually wanted from them. So I think that's really huge disappointment, I think, for the fans.
I think the
Simple,
biggest
Chilo.
failure, if I may allow, Buriada, if I may allow, I think the biggest mistake that the organizers did is to make a flowchart which was 2.5 hours event with Messi, with the fans waiting to have a glimpse of Messi for 1.5 hours or 2 hours. The fans are bound to get restless. Had it been me, I would have been the first person to get restless and frustrated. Believe me, had I not been a journalist, had I gone to the Salt Lake Stadium and to watch Messi, to be waiting for 1.5 hours just to watch a Messi, Mohan Bagan, and even the star players are not playing. The players of yesteryears, Dipendu Biswas, Osim Biswas.
This was the exact reason I said no to Boriala when he asked me yesterday whether you want to come or not.
Out of the 65,000
And they were playing a 14-a-side match, 14-a-side football match. I have never seen such.
Out of the 65,000 fans, 60% did not know their names.
Yeah.
What are these players doing on the pitch? What are 14 players aside? Means
14
it should have been ideally. It should have been the highlight should have been the football clinic, where for last few months 20 skilled footballers from across the state were selected to get a football clinic by Messi, the man himself.
But that also didn't happen.
Did they get to meet Messi? Did they get to meet Messi? No. Did they meet Messi?
No,
that also didn't happen.
no one even did not get an opportunity to meet Lionel Messi. Forget about football.
But now Raju the Porota wala is giving bites that he met Messi and he's very happy that Messi nodded to him.
That was inside Hayat.
I was told the Santosh Trophy winning Bengal team will meet. What happened?
No.
Even Minerva has been promised that they will meet the entire team will meet Messi in Delhi, yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me see. I was sent the Delhi flowchart when I was asked to requested to host. Hold on.
No, Satadru had announced that Minerva Punjab will meet.
Hold on. 1 second. I will
The
tell you
clinic
that
didn't
is
take place actually.
There are four clinics, football clinics in Hyderabad.
335 to 355 celebrity match. 355 to 415 football clinic with 22 children. Leo watches making a rondo tiki-taka, 2 groups of players, etc. 415 to 420, Leo heads with 2 Indian cricket players to give a gift, and they will give him another gift. Then 420 to 35, he will go to the podium, meet the CM, presents the trophy to the celebrity team, says gracias and goodbye. That is Delhi.
So no meeting with the Prime Minister.
No, he is meeting the Prime Minister.
This is the
That
stadium
is in the
event.
morning. That is in the morning.
Stadium event.
Okay.
Anyway, we've got to now, let's end the show. We've got to, none of us know if the Prime Minister will meet or what exactly will happen, whether the event will happen in Bombay, how it will happen, who will come. Everything is now up in the air. All we will do is we will follow up this story and with a critical lens, and we will be critical of our own fraternity also. You guys are absolutely entitled to holding up a mirror for us. Just like we were critical of the film actors, We should be critical of ourselves also. We are that same breed who will run into the pitch with our cameras despite feed being given to 26 channels. So we are as responsible. It has been a collective shame for each one of us. Each one of us should feel the shame. আমাদের সবাইকার আজকে লজ্জা হওয়া উচিত এই প্রফেশনে বিলং করি বলে, এবং আমাদের শহরের জন্য, আমাদের স্টেটের জন্য, সারা পৃথিবীর কাছে আমরা হাস্যাস্পদ হয়ে গেছি এই যা কাণ্ড আজকে আমাদের এখানে ঘটেছে। এইটা বলে শেষ করব। দিস ইজ নট দি এন্ড অফ দ্য স্টোরি। We will keep following this story and bring you every possible update with a critical lens, as critical as we can possibly be. Rahul Giri, Shubhayan Chakraborty, Shobik Chakraborty, Debashish Sen, and Rohan, who had joined us. Thank you very much for joining.